Good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, we're here today to talk about Cam Newton. I am also here to talk about my guy, D. Haskins, and the Washington Redskins. I want to start with Cam Newton and everybody going crazy over the Patriots picking up Cam Newton. But my whole thing is who else were you going to get? And then what are you really getting out of Cam Newton? The reason that people are so excited about Tom Brady is what I've been saying about Tom Brady. This is an easy topic to talk about, so I don't want to spend a lot of time on Tom Brady versus Cam Newton. Now, he's a black quarterback. I'm going to say that first. And I respect his body of work. You know, he's been a winner his entire life. He's got a championship on every level. But the thing about Cam Newton is he's been a fuck up on every level too. Just look at the track record of Cam Newton, whether it be criminal or otherwise. And I'm not bringing up his criminal history because of any other fact than just to say, dog a little off. I mean, just look at the hats he wear. Those like football players look a certain way. They are a certain breed of animal. Chumps are breed several different ways. Cowards. And some cowards will fight everybody. But it's just their mind frame. Some gangsters will fight most everybody, but know who not to run up on. You know what I'm saying? Unless they just don't give a fuck no more. So the point is, you got Tom Brady, right? He never had any weapons in New England. Tom Brady, actually. I mean, he had Steve Smith, and he had the tight end Greg Olsen. He's had a couple decent running backs in his time, like Stewart. He had the double running backs, Stewart and the other guy, which was a great tandem for a long period of time. But the things that jump out to me, like Tom versus Cam Newton, if you switch roles, which they basically have, is Cam doesn't really show up for that final moment, that Michael Jordan moment, that was like that Kobe moment. And so I'm not saying that he's not a good quarterback, but we're lofting expectations on him like he's the next Tom Brady already. And he's not even the next Cam Newton. Like, for me, what changed my mind about Cam Newton completely was when he didn't fall on that ball in the Super Bowl. To me, I've been watching football. I'm 42 years old, and I've been a Redskins fan all my life. I've never not seen anybody not go for a fumble. And I've never not seen anybody not go for a fumble in the Super Bowl. Especially when you're the leader of the team. So me saying that him being a leader of a team and not going for a fumble right in the Super Bowl, you would have to question his manhood. And in football, there's a trick to football. See, you're supposed to play with pride, but you're not supposed to play with an ego. You're supposed to be out there just to win the game, fight to win the game, fight to play football. No matter X's and O's, whatever you train to do, at the end of the day, you want a football player on your team. If a motherfucker ran a 4.4 on a track field, but he doesn't have football speed, I don't want him. So I say that to say Cam Newton, to me, is like an 85% football player, 15% homosexual. And that'll never equal a winner to me. But Tom Brady, on the other hand, he's like the white Michael Jordan. And that being said, he never let the community of quarterbacks down. He's never let the community, the football community, down. See, there's people that hate the Patriots, but they love Tom Brady because he understands X's and O's. He understands that if they're playing man coverage and I'm running these zone sets, then I need to break down into a play action and get the ball out of my hand quickly. Versus if they play in the zone and he picks up the Mike linebacker, he's patient enough to find that crease in defense and pick up the blitz and absorb the hit. And he's man enough to call off a play, make it a running play. He'll be the fucking. I think it was Ryan Clark that said it. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But Ryan Clark said Tom Brady's a gangster in his way. One time, I ran this play. I think he was playing with Pittsburgh, and he said he was strong safety. I believe he was. So he was like lined up on the defensive end, and Tom Brady picked him up, and he switched to a running play versus and Ryan Clark. So he had a clean beam on the running back, and Ryan Clark usually this play normally goes for a loss of 8 yards every time. So what Tom Brady does is he notices what's about to happen. He turns and hands the ball at the snap to the running back and stiff arms Ryan Clark at the same time, putting him on his back. Listen, man. Cam Newton ain't about to do shit. I promise you. He might not be cut by the end of the year. He might make it 2 years. But he ain't about to do shit. And Bill Belichick, we're going to see who you really are. Because I know in Cleveland and in New York, you were a part of winning cultures and winning teams. But when you were in Cleveland, you started to turn that culture around too. Well, you're at the end of your career, so I want to see what all this culminates to. I want to see just how really good you are with a quarterback that has the heart of a homosexual. Moving on to the Redskins. Um, and Bruce Arians, I want to see this shit too, by the way. Before I get to Dwayne Haskins and watch the Redskins, I really want to see Tom Brady in Tampa Bay. Even though I hate their colors, no matter how they change them and do all this shit. The fucking digital clock thing, are you guys serious? Tampa, this got to be something. It's got to be too nice in Tampa Bay because you motherfuckers. Tampa Bay reminds me of just like happy times. And that's what Tom Brady reminds me of. So him and them ugly ass jerseys, I guess I'll see you somewhere December and January. Now on to the Washington Redskins. Dwayne Haskins, it seems like people are starting to see and notice you, man. Well, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was pretty pissed off when we traded Kirk Cousins. I mean, we traded a young Kirk Cousins for an old Kirk Cousins. And I love Alex Smith. I ain't hating on Alex Smith. I think his career did like this weird thing where he played for Utah State. He played for the 49ers. He played for the Chiefs. And now he played for the Redskins and he breaks his leg on the exact same day that Joe Theismann breaks his leg at the same age, same yard line, and the same player, left tackle Trent Williams, gets hurt just like Jeff Bostic gets hurt. So it's just little things like that with the Redskins that I'd be just like, some shit is going on with us that I think it's like a curse or something. But also I think that was meant for Alex Smith. I think it was meant for him to get hurt like that, and I think it was meant for us to get Dwayne Haskins, and I think that he is goddamn gangster. He's from DC first of all, and so is Chase Young, and so is Nicholson, so is Allen, so is. I could do that shit all day. My point is when you play for your home city, especially in a place like DC. I don't know if y'all know about DC, but we really, really care about our team. Like we care about our team more than we care about a lot of things. But it's like the Redskins are the soul of the city and Go-Go is the heartbeat. And that's all kind of like starting to change. But We just need to get back to winning again. We got the best colors in the NFL. We got the best fans in the NFL. We got the best logos and all that in the NFL. And for all of you to talk about, well, Redskins is a racist name, well, that young man right there on the helmet is a black man. That's a nigga. So when you want to start talking about that conversation, where are the slave ships? Is what I'm saying. Because they making fun of black people all over again. They stay making fun of us in the media, trying to distract us with the Redskins name and all that. But all they did was came and took the land from black people that were here first. Not on slave ships. We were here first. And they called us Redskins when they got here. Just like when they enslaved us and they gave us a whole nother name called nigger. You follow me? So don't with the names. Because if you change the Redskins name, then give back all of those fucking Grammys. Let's start there. And then once you're done with the Grammys, we'll just go through everything and we'll take all that shit away. The Yankees are offensive. The Cowboys to me are offensive. The fucking Indians are definitely offensive. I could go on for days and days and days. The point is, don't nitpick. Some shit you can't really change, especially when a narrative has been changed. See, we changed the word nigga. Somebody said it's such a negative word. It's such a negative word. Right. Words have power. Words cast spells. Words have meaning. But you can also change the narrative, the vibe of a word, the strength of a word, the direction of a word. For instance, there are 3 ways to say there and three ways to spell it. I'm thinking like 4 maybe. You see where I'm going? So now we changed the word Redskins to something so negative to where they didn't want black people on the team. To where we had the first black quarterback to win a Super Bowl and move them into a black city. This team was destined for this city. I will fight and protect this name. I will fight and protect my hood. I will fight and protect my people. And I will fight and protect what I believe in. Now back to Dwayne Haskins. Matter of fact, hail to the Redskins, HTTTR. Let's get busy this year. Now, to my man, Dwayne Haskins. First of all, this is a message directly to you. If you ever catch my channel, my guy, we love you. We see you. We're a little tight that you've been a Giants fan ever since you was a baby. That don't fucking make sense. A lot of guys in DC be like, I'd say it started really in the 90s. Started going towards the Cowboys a lot. The Steelers. We have a lot of Steelers fans in the city. We have a lot of Cowboy fans in the city. And then everybody else is a Redskins fan. But, you know, if popular teams sprinkled in, like the Seattle Seahawks or whatever. They birds. Anyway, shout out to Russell Wilson. You're not a bird. Football player's a football player. Fuck you want me to do? Yeah, Dwayne Haskins is a gangster, man. And I am so happy that we have that young man. I'm proud that that kid is from DC. And I'm glad that he's taking snaps for the Washington Redskins. I wish for a moment that I could block for him and do something for him. I wish I could help him. I wish I could catch balls for him. Anything to advance this man's. He don't need me. I'm not saying that he needs advancement at all. This kid has got it. This kid has got it. And I'm proud to be a Washington Redskin today, as I've ever been in my entire life. I was mad when we got rid of RG3. I was mad what they did to them in that. I was mad how Jay Gruden treated him in that preseason game when he made him drop back 8 straight times. Like, that's just disrespectful. RG3 is my guy. He will always be my guy. Kirk Cousins is my guy. He will always be my guy. You know, I mean, it's just like Kirk Cousins had his moments when he first came into the league, but I personally thought if you got that guy in your farm system and he's putting up numbers with 8 different offensive lines in that season, you pay that man. because he's showing you he's there for the cause. He's down for the cause. He was at fucking playoff games studying when we got put out of the playoffs just because he wanted to get there. You can't find that shit in quarterbacks. But I'm not living in the past, man. Fuck you, Bruce Allen. I'm done. But Dwayne Haskins, man, I'm not saying this because I'm a Redskins fan. I'm saying this because I'm a fan of you. Go out there, get him, man. Kill him. I know you don't need to hear that from me. But I'm just letting you know I'm rooting for you. Every time you throw a pick, next play. Every time you fucking throw a touchdown, next play. We ain't settling. No matter what happens this season, my guy, next play. Make that read, take that step to the right, fire that bitch to the left, next play. If you motion and don't move, nigga, they in the zone. Let's go, next play. These are things that I know Dwayne Haskins knows. I've seen it. All he needs is to learn his protection schemes. If he protects himself, he's going to be a fucking gangster. And then all of these draft picks we got, man, great job, front office. Great job, man. ACTR, great job, man. Sean Taylor will be proud on that defensive front, man. I don't want to live in the past too much, man. But I just be on some what if shit sometimes because I know what it looked like to win. I know what it feel like to be the Michael Jordan of the NFL, as from a fan's perspective. Because we had Doug Williams, you know. People don't know how passionate Redskins fans are. But I'll explain it to you in a nutshell. When that Hail to the Redskins song blazes through anybody's speakers, it just make you feel like you're a part of something that nobody can get in on, but everybody's invited to. You know what I'm saying? Like, just listen. And you could hear, like, you could feel the stadium jumping. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could feel that bitch rocking. Even if you wasn't in the stadium, you could feel it moving. I used to be at my grandmother's house, right? She lived on 14th and C Street, northeast. And I couldn't afford tickets, so I would just run down to the stadium and just look and look and look, man. And I'm telling you, just to see the fans was just exciting. Just to hear them, what they looking at, what they yelling. I would try to fit my little ass head through the little thing that slide up in there in this game. But I did that all the time. And when we won, bro, let's say we made a great play and I'm standing like at my